matchup, and I think that's one of the most impressive things about when you are watching him play. Another thing I like to mention about GXtreme, I feel like he's a very person-to-person based player.
Agreed.
Like if he has your habits down, he has a very much better time at dealing with those type of players, and this is a player he is very familiar with. So we are going to see the best of GXtreme in this set.
Yeah, and he just wants to make, like, G really wants to make you scrap and scramble. The problem is those are the situations that Zelda really thrives in. Because while Pikachu does have great frame data and great ability to cover your options and extend combos out of that, right? Zelda wins one scramble situation and you just die for it, right? Like you get down air lightning kick, or you get up tilt lightning kick, right? Like, or you just get lightning kicked. It's really where we're going with this.
Yeah, and something that free KayFlock is very good at doing is, you know, putting you, knowing his percents and knowing, okay, when will up tilt convert into that option, and when should I, try to force it out of my opponent.
I love the use of the win box there, right? Just to prevent GXtreme from getting comfortable by ledge. If you overextend and push an aggressive option there, you just die for that awful lightning kick potentially. However, double up air, not going to find its mark. I like the route back high, but again, not going to get it. G is playing very disciplined here. You saw the look for the tech chase there with that dash attack. It didn't find its mark, but even still, he is giving KayFlock very, very few opportunities to swing.
Yeah, definitely. It's been in his face the entire time, and in his face in very annoying ways, especially as a Pikachu, making it really hard to get hits for ZTN. But ZTN has found his hits because he is just so good at placing those moves.
Yeah, try to call out the approach with a forward smash, but Pikachu wants to land on top of you, that neutral air, right, covering you all the way around. It's so hard, so incredibly hard, my friend, to find a way in as Zelda. You have to be so precise against a character that pancakes. It's like nobody's business. GXtreme is doing a really good job playing this game very slow and just dancing outside of Zelda's burst range.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with GXtreme so far in this game, #1. Making it so hard for ZTN to get these openings and get the high value openings too, because it's all well and fun, getting a weak hit forward air or a neutral air or a neutral B. But like, that's not going to lead you very much, especially at this high percent. Got to find the stock somehow.
Okay, that Phantom you saw there, right? Delaying the quick attack a little bit. Great mix-up on the DI in to just force GXtreme to miss space the up air. They're not able to find a Thunder Confirm he otherwise would have, because he accounted for the DI out. Great stuff from both players so far. You can see the matchup knowledge, the player familiarity here absolutely on lock, as you would expect from two people who are good friends, right?
Yeah.
And they're...
and carpool to this tournament together, yep.
And you see there, right? Like that up tilt, he calls out the up tilt, knows G loves to look for that with a lightning kick. That lightning kick only hits up tilt because it extends your hurt box upward.
Yeah, you definitely have to be precise with that one, Lightning kick sweet spot is not a big move, and especially on a small character like Pikachu, it is always so impressive when he's able to hit that. But yeah, trying to get the advantage here going right now. Getting the side B off the stage, but GXtreme able to make it back to the stage and going high to the top platform, which GTN does not read.
Went for the lightning back air there, didn't find its mark. I like the patience here and the use of this top platform, right? Control the pace of play. Don't let these Pikachu up airs find their mark. That's ZTN's goal. And right now, KayFlock gonna take you and hope all the way to the blast zone with that up special.
Yeah, and GXtreme was trying to catch ZTN slipping there with the dash attack, but ZTN knows that if you hit that on my shield, I can just get the up B out of shield, and that is going to lead to a stock. So GXtreme definitely going to have to be wary of that in future stocks, especially when you're at kill percent. Is up throw going to kill on the platform?
Yeah,
it does.
Top
wow.
plat, baby.
Yeah, Battlefield top plat. Yeah, that's going to do it.
And 140%.
Yeah, true.
All right. Finally grab there is huge into the lightning kick. That's going to be a good 40%. Up tilt, though, still a very laggy move. One of Zelda's better combo starters, sure, but you have to kind of catch them jumping into it. ZTN able to do so more often than most, but you miss it once and you get combo just like this, right? Where GXtreme is able to rack on just as much damage as you got off that up tilt in one combo string of his own.
And let's try a situation here. Oh, I thought he was trying to go to the top platform. Maybe just flubbed it a little bit, but GXtreme also thought he would land up there, so wasn't able to get a punish off of it. And yeah, we're seeing early on that ZTN is not afraid to just go to the top platform to reset, you know, in this matchup.
Okay, put them in the blender with the back air. G Extreme looking to close out this game the only way he knows how, by waiting for that opening with patience and this T-Jolt. Someone we're used to see playing scrappy and aggressive, but not here, right? He is basically leveling his play so hard in the layers of playing against someone he knows that he has completely flipped his playstyle on its head.
Yeah, that is interesting to see. I mean, yeah, both of these players playing so, you know, patient right now. Neither of them wants to lose this game number one because they know how important it is for the entirety of the set.
Yep, there is 2 minutes left on the clock right now.
Dude, that's crazy.
In Zelda Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, crazy F smash extension off of the Phantom to get game number one.
Yeah. And deep in thought, right? KayFlock literally just like wins the game and then goes, so bands?
Bands?
Like here's my bands. Right? Like, but watch these, like, G Extreme tried to call it a jump there and then just got caught swinging, right? Like, it's after, we see that with G Extreme kind of historically too, where he'll play really, really disciplined out of these scramble situations, and then he will miss his finisher and then just start swinging.
Yeah, and something that is so detrimental to that kind of thing is that you could play discipline for so long and play so well at, you know, a patient game plan, but as soon as you make it that one slip up, a player like Free KayFlock is going to take that all the way, especially with that up B that we saw there, and that was the defining moment of the game. That was like a 70% KO. You don't find those often.
Agreed, and there's really no bigger difference in a set than 2-0 versus 1-1, whether it's stocks, whether it's games, right? Whatever it may be, this advantage could be everything. G Extreme knows he cannot go down 2-0 here. He does not want to have to reverse 3-0. One of the best players in all of Tri-State.
Yeah, no one wants to be down 2-0 against this player because he is one of the best. And you know, sometimes 3 games in a row just seems impossible against him. Look at that tech chase on the platform to get the lightning kick, but not quite able to get the stock.
It's a DI mix too there because he can also chase you with the up air.
Yeah. Oh, I like the patience there from G Extreme, just waiting to see what the option is from ZTN. But ZTN just with an early up B. G Extreme not ready for it.
Yeah, he called out by recognizing that a lot of people like to occupy that kind of triangular space between the edge of the platform and the edge of stage. And just called it out with a teleport, saying G Extreme is going to try and hold space there to drop the plat for an edge guard. He was right and found the stock for it.
Yeah, and is continuing to add on the percent right here. ZTN looking like in a pole position in this game number 2, but G Extreme yet to answer back with a stock, but not able to find a meaningful hit right now.
But the pressure there, up tilt, just so much space, but it limits the punish, but it doesn't find too much more, right? And sometimes that's all you can ask for, is that the worst case of a move is that, okay, I get hit for this, but I don't get hit for it as hard as I otherwise would.
And we're seeing them back into neutral, both at center stage. G Extreme trying to find a KO. ZTN just trying to find any hit to lead to any stage positioning, because that is where Zelda finds his mark. The up tilt not into anything, and oh, G Extreme looking so panicked, and not panicked, but like, you know, ZTN trying to force something out of him, but yeah.
No, wow, he DI'd that in time. ZTN calling you out with the spike into the up air, which just does so much damage. Even still not able to find it off that, nor the F smash. I like the teleport to try and mix things up. And G just dropped it.
He just messed it up, you know. It's not, and that is something you need to practice a lot in the lab, and we know G Extreme practices that a lot. He's almost, you know, perfect with that, and that sometimes that's just gonna happen. You gotta shake that off. But with ZTN putting so much pressure on you right now, it is hard to shake off something like that.
And remember that Free KayFlock, number 2 seed in this tournament, down after losing to Amex in winner side. That Sonic just drew no quarter. G Extreme trying in turn to make top 8, but having to do so against one of the top seeds of the tournament. And dude, no real fault of his own, even though he got upset in turn as well.
Yeah, it is interesting how these brackets end up working, you know? I think we saw it.
No way.
You're ridiculous.
But he called out that jump
yeah,
like that?
I mean, might as well. I feel like, you know, we saw a lot of times G Extreme just trying to disengage in those situations, and ZTN forcing him to disengage.
Look at the way he closes this out. G Extreme goes with a single quick attack angle, gets Phantom back. Okay, he gets caught in the scramble, and yeah, he jumps. And you see what it is, right? It's G Extreme, once again, in the scramble situation, picks the aggressive option, right? He didn't just jump there to try and cross up. He tried to jump up air. He tried to call out ZTN in the scramble, and he just got punished for it.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen sometimes. But you know, you just gotta go next. It's like, all right, you got me. You know, G has probably been in that situation against free KayFlock multiple times. These guys have played plenty of sets, so definitely nothing he's not seen before. But he's playing immaculate right now, trying to end this with a 3-0 victory.
Yeah, neither player wants their bracket run to end here, right? Both were seeded to make it. I mean, G was seeded to make it pretty much this far, I think, right?
He was seeded the seed below this, so he's actually outperformed the seed.
But KayFlock, right, knows that he has a lot of work left to do. Both players want to keep moving on in bracket, but only one may stand here on loser's side. KayFlock looks determined to make it him right now.
And he's looking determined, but he's got to go through this Pikachu. G Extreme is still an amazing player, so you cannot rest on your laurels right now, and he's proving why with these combos. He's not getting the big stuff, but he's getting 1-2 hits into winning another one, and it's paying off for him. He's racked a lot of % right now.
Yeah, I like there's the weight to juggle here, not get too fancy, just keep the patience going, because at the end of the day, you do just out movement and out frame data Zelda, right? If she's not calling you out, she has a really hard time hitting you. So just play discipline. Don't give her the chance.
Yeah, and we're seeing that from G Extreme right now, but how long can he stick to it? I feel like sometimes we've seen G, you know, not stick to his game plan all too often. The not going to go through the up throw because it's not going to get the KO yet. But, you know, 1 or 2 more hits and we're going to see a stock from G Extreme. But can KayFlock flip this on his head and actually take the first stock instead?
I mean, he's very capable of doing so, especially if he gets a call out. However, coast to coast is barely not going to do it. G saving in the air dodge, and KayFlock just in the wrong part of his jump there to call out that landing. He was right on everything except his timing, and it's going to cost him that chance at the first stock. Even still, I think he did more than enough. Right, he was down. He was at kill %. G Extreme have barely taken anything. Now G's at kill % in his own right. One hit is all that separates these two right now.
Yeah, one hit could be the big defining moment, but free KayFlock not able to find the strong hit yet. And we're just seeing G Extreme rinse and repeating on these ledge situations, going left, going right, keeping ZTN guessing which way am I going to go. And you can't send. You know, sometimes he just forces ZTN to put the Phantom out, and it's like, okay, I'll just go to the other side. If you're going to put the Phantom on that side, I'll just go to the other side.
But and he's getting the extended loops here. However, utilizing the jostle there, ZTN's so smart to utilize, right, that in Ultimate, you can't really walk through your opponent to push himself off the ledge, escape that combo strength. Still takes 80 for it, right? But that's with getting out of it.
Yeah, that's the punish game that G brings to the table. And, you know, we got to continue keeping that punish game. Got to lead to stocks because we haven't seen a lot of early KOs from G Extreme, and we've seen a lot of early KOs from free KayFlock, and we're seeing another one right there.
And I mean, that time, right, just catching the DI up because G has been conditioned to avoid the lightning kick at all costs, right, to try and get up high, to try and pop out of some of these low combo starters. And so now KayFlock is starting to mix in way more of these up airs, right, to just call them out. It's how he took the last game, it's how he took that stock there, and now, you know, it's looking like it's going to be his key to victory.
Yeah, I mean, we are one stock away from free KayFlock heading into losers quarterfinals, but not if G Extreme has something to say to it. Doesn't quite get the down smash right there, and we're seeing G just struggle to get this KO again. I feel like we've seen that a lot throughout this entire set.
And I mean, it's ultimately just that, like, KayFlock's not giving him the hits, right?
Yeah.
Like, KayFlock is willing to play patient at the ledge, force the overcommitment through something like T-Jolt to just literally say, okay, you don't get a swing on the back air. You don't get a swing on the dash smash. It has to be something high commitment. And if you're just going to look for the grab, then sure. We'll do that. We'll reset. I have the extra stock to work with. You're not blowing me up off as few interactions as I'm blowing you up off of. This is in my favor.
Yeah. And he's cruising right now, just toying with him at the ledge. I mean, how many times did he re-grab the ledge where G didn't even pressure it? I mean, crazy conditioning to be like scared on the ledge against the player when you have this, the stage positioning.
Yeah, ultimate approved planking doesn't happen very often, but Zelda's one of those few characters that can, where she just doesn't want you standing in that ledge trap range. So she's gonna use her big disjointed up air that reaches through stage, right, to dislodge you and get you on away. Now though, it's all about how do I get past T-Jolt, how do I get in, because once I get caught by this one hit, it's a lot of damage.
Oh, this could be a comeback here for G. We were almost counting him out there at the end, because free KayFlock was so close to a victory, but it looks so much doable for G Extreme to get back into this now.
Yeah, but with 2 minutes, right? No timeout on the table. KayFlock is just very content to sit here and let G just run around the world. I like the forward throw. Just take the positioning. Up throw, not going to kill for another 20 or so % yet. But your time is running out. Pikachu's only now 2 interactions away from a kill.
Yeah, but Zelda is much closer to that interaction for the KO and has the stage positioning here, but quick attack using it to get back to center stage. I love that for G Extreme, but can he find the opening? That is the important part right here.
Yeah, you see G trying to shark ZTN's landing, but KayFlock has been so immaculate at just not letting you find ways in, not letting you jump up and contest scot-free. He looked for the down air there potentially the first time, didn't like it, tried it on the swing around, but didn't get that one either.
Yeah, didn't find it, and it finds the grab. The up throw is going to do it, and free KayFlock moves on into losers quarters.
And with that, we have yet another top 8 qualifier here at Garden State Brawl.
Yeah, I mean that was an impressive performance there from free KayFlock.
These sets have been bangers.
They have been very good. Even though that was a 3-0, like we saw some really cool interactions in that set.
Agreed.
I mean, game 1 literally could have been G Extreme.
Like that?
Yeah.
That lightning kick, the call of the up tilt, clean as hell.
I was like, I'll trade. That's fine. Okay.
Copy. That being said, Reed, I mean, like, that was just a banger, and I don't think that we can top this. Really.
No, we can't top this, but there might be people who could. Do you know? Can you think of one or two?
I can think of a man or two who might be on the mic in just a minute, but before we turn it over to Swiss and Momo to take things home, I mean, and we have the end of this set. There's the million lightning kicks, the jump call outs, left, right, and center, right from ZTN. I mean, Reed, it's been an absolute blast.
It has been an absolute blast, but it looks like it is coming to an end, but not all things have to come to an end, And one of those things might be Fusion. It's every week. Okay.